Good morning, guys. As we head in the open Tuesday, 4th of August, nearly 10 a.m. Question I'm kind of looking at today is we got a big rally in the close yesterday, okay, which is kind of was expected given what was happening in the US. So my kind of thoughts this morning were, that Monday and Friday in particular are very they're driven by different factors, in my opinion, other than other days of the week. So what I'm looking at here is that when we've had that Monday rally in the close, what happens the next day? Okay, so we're going to run this in Data Lab. And what really stands out to me is, Tuesday is generally a kind of directional day. Okay, we've digested what's happened in the markets overnight, the first day back after the weekend. Where do we go from here? So you can see that about 17 out of the top 19 falls has 12 points or less to the ASX session high. Okay, so that just says we open and it's pretty clear very quickly which direction, whether money's flowing in or out. Conversely, the top 10 out of 12 there have 12 points or less to the lows, okay? The top rallies there. So potential strategy today, which I'll play out here, is setting stop entry orders on either side of the market, of the open, about 15 points on either side. Because what that does is ensures that, historically at least, ensures that we're going to be trading in the direction of a directional day should it play out. And then I'm kind of confident in myself to manage my risk, manage my stops and position sizing around that. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. All right, so we've just opened here about 9026. So I'm going to pull my entries. 9026 minus 15 is 9011 and 9041. So, right. Okay, so we've been entered in long here. So again, just to go back through why I'm doing this is, again, just looking at that same setup, prior day move long in the close and a Tuesday. What I'm basically doing is, in my head, is going, okay, well, we've reached more than 20 points higher now. What do the ASX sessions look like on that basis? So you can see, 12 occurrences, we've hit 20 points higher historically. 10 out of them have finished positive, and some pretty decent kind of moves to day highs here. So that's really what I'm playing for today. So 26, I'm going to set my take profit at 66, looking for 40 points, and I'm going to enter additional longs here. US is going in the right direction. Sell side, as you can see in my playbook here, has failed. So now it's just a matter of finding out whether it's going to be a directional day in our favor or whether it's going to be a bit of a chop. But also start looking at ranges as well as a way of thinking about how to start taking profit. Obviously, we've only got a 26 point range at the moment. So very much likely to expand given what we've seen in the past. So we're about 11 minutes in, we're up a decent amount here. So obviously feel free in these situations to take profit wherever you're comfortable. For me, I really am going for that 40 kind of point move to high. And especially if this first hour finishes strongly in the green, I'm pretty comfortable targeting that as opposed to scalping a few points. But obviously you can just take some, put it in the bag to make sure that worst case scenario today and it turns around, at least you kind of come out break even or better. But the way it's going at the moment, this first 15 is going to be massive. So a bit of a free kick potentially to something a lot higher. So, I mean, you can start thinking now, I mean, we're up 27 points coming into the first 15 minutes. So this is where I would be thinking, you know, US was up 100 points or whatever last night. You start trying to think about, well, how, given the price action so far, how would this play out potentially for the rest of the day? So I would suggest, you know, unless we do get this big turnaround first hour, I'll just take a little bit more off here. Yeah, so, you know, should we finish this first hour out, you know, say greater than 10, you're looking at never had a negative ASX session, and you start looking to move to highs, you know, 60 points is probably where you'd really want to start scaling out. There's a bit of a cluster there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. I'll get rid of this sell stop. I'm going to move all my stop losses under the lows, because if it breaks through there, you know, my hypothesis for today is out the window. Just ticked over to 10.15. So this is not going to be a surprise, but when we go into the ASX session trend probability engine model, obviously bullish trend, 99.2% probability. So again, this is just reverse engineering. You know, what does a rally look like? What does a fall look like? And then kind of matches that to the first 15 minutes and first hour and tells you kind of what it's likely to be based on that. So there's nothing else really left to do here for me. So 10.16, I'll close the screen now. I should probably put these, take profit somewhere. 26, let's go 60, that would be 86. I'll put this in between. Okay, so that's obviously depending on how the first hour plays out. This may change a bit, but essentially this is kind of locked in for the rest of the day, and you know, should collect $1,000 or something on there. So hope that helped understand how you can kind of use Mosaic and think about the day through that data-driven lens.